just remember, because I did interview both Keisha and Pam, and so both of them had BT the encore, but also Keisha did tell me that you during her hiatus that they were thinking about bringing you in, and
yeah.
Was that when you left after the second album that you were sort of on the market?
Yeah, it was after I left 702 and
the second album before the Stars.
After the second album, in between the second album and the Star album, correct? Yeah.
Okay.
And I wasn't even really, and I definitely wasn't trying to be like a group hopper. I think that's what ultimately made the decision for me. I was just like, I don't know. I love Total, first of all. Love them. They treat me like family always, like little sister. I love them to pieces, all three of them. But I definitely, I was presented with the opportunity, and because I was over, I think at Bad Boy doing some writing and stuff. Okay. And Puff knew that I was leaving, that I wasn't in the group anymore. I was over at Bad Boy with my then manager, Todd Russo and Faith Evans, and we were writing and probably doing some backgrounds and just, vibing. And Puff, Puff, he's a thinker. So I think he probably was like, oh, well, she's not in, okay, so she left 702, and I think Keisha at the time had left Total. So he kind of presented it to myself and Todd. And at the time, I was just upset with 702 that I was just like, all right, I'll entertain it. I didn't want to, at the time, I wasn't, going back to 702 wasn't even on my mind at the time, because everything that we had gone through was just still so fresh. So I was just still in my feelings. Yeah. So, and then I'm like, well, who tells Puff no? But I was just like, this would be interesting. So yeah, I entertained it. We recorded a couple of songs and everything, but
wow.
I know, and I'm like, Keisha and I talk from time to time. I love her, and I'm always like, "Girl, where is the songs? Girl, where are the songs?" And she's like, "I know, where are the songs?"
Who has songs?
I love to hear those songs. Oh my God, me, her, and Pam recorded a couple songs together. So I definitely entertained the idea, but ultimately it didn't happen. Motown pretty much made me an offer I couldn't refuse. It was kind of like, okay, let me stop playing and go get this shmoney, as our girl would say these days. And I think also, though, it probably didn't happen because, like I said, I probably would have felt like weird. Like, I don't know how the public would have received that. I would not have wanted to look like the group hopper. Yeah. Like, okay, going to group, what's going on?
Wow.
But yeah, no, it didn't happen. But they are always so cool. Keisha styled 702. Like, when they were still together, she styled us for like Teen Summit, which was this huge show on BET. Mm-hmm. And we would always, like I said before, we would always do shows with Total. So it was always mad love, always.
But who recorded the songs?
Where are the songs? I don't know. I recorded a song with Coco and Kelly Rowland. Coco had myself and Kelly Rowland on a song for one of her solo albums. It didn't make the album, but where is the song?
Well, I'm speaking to Coco on Friday. I'll ask her, where is the song?
Where is the song? We always ask that question. It's so funny. People either ask her randomly. I've seen people ask her, or, I'll see on my timeline, hey, I heard you did a song. Like, can we hear it? I'm like, when you find it, let me know. Yes. We'll be listening to it at the same time.
Oh, we need to find the engineers and stuff.
I know. Well, sometimes they leak stuff on YouTube. I have seen a lot of unreleased 702 songs on YouTube. And we're like, how the heck? And I think it's probably some of the engineers from back then.
Yeah. But what did you, because Pam, she, when I interviewed her last week about her experience on BT Encore, and she said it was really tough. I mean, they didn't, what they showed was not even half of it. It was the most challenging 4 weeks of her life.
I believe it.
When did you see a different side of your group members on because what they record is she said what really, it was harder than what they showed on TV, but they didn't show the fun side. But watching from the outside,
of course, I'm sure they just showed the drama and the negative stuff that people unfortunately are drawn to these days. Reality TV has become people's entertainment, and it's usually mostly mean girl stuff, stuff that's rude and harsh and hurtful, but that's what makes good TV, I guess. Yeah. So I mean, kudos for them for sticking it out. They eventually went home. They left because they were just tired of dealing with the negativity, but they stayed like, I think most 90% of the experience. They were there for most of the time. So they did better than me, because I know if I would have did it, I would have left the first day.
But when you watched it,
did
you recognize them when you saw them on TV? Did you think, wow, these are not the girls I know?
I recognize them. I think the unrecognizable parts may have been, I recognize the fact that Misha definitely always spoke up. She always defended herself. She always would speak her truth. She never backed down to anyone. So I definitely saw that in her. I recognized that. And I was just like, I was definitely advocating for her for that. Like, tell him, Misha. And then, I just felt bad because nobody wants to go through that scrutiny and being under the radar, this microscope of just all things negative. It's frustrating and it's embarrassing and it's humiliating because you don't have control over the footage, you don't have control over the edits, you don't have control over the perception of what is going to be put out there. So I was more so just concerned. I felt like a mother hen, like a big sister. It was filmed here in Atlanta. And so I went, it was the day after my birthday. So I told them I didn't want to do it because I had.
Oh yeah, I did see you go in
there. I had mad party fun time the day before. Okay. It was COVID. I hadn't been out of the house literally in like almost a year, like for real. And it was my birthday. And I finally stepped out for the first time for my birthday in like a year. And they happened to be filming at the same time. And the producer's like, you have to comment. Like, I'm like, but my birthday, like I actually am going out. I was actually hired to celebrate my birthday somewhere. So, I was working as well. So I was like loud and like so excited to be out and I mean, living my life. And so then I completely lost my voice. Wow. And I was like, oh my God, I have to go film. I don't want to go. I cannot do this. I was like, no, I had no idea I was going to wake up that horse. I must have had a heck of a time. Anyway, but I couldn't leave my girls hanging, especially since it was here in my city that I live in, so I had to go support them. They were all the way across the nation in town. So I went to support them. I'm glad I did. I don't like what I saw on television. I don't like what was portrayed or what happened with them on the show. But at the end of the day, we're a team, we're a collective. And so, if one looks bad, we all look bad. So I'm going to go and I'm going to support my girls. And I let them know like, hey, I'm happy y'all did this because it was challenging for them, I'm sure. But I was happy that they kind of stepped outside of their comfort zone and tried something different. So I was happy I went, but I was very annoyed that I had no voice at all.
Oh, yes.
All I did, I wasn't going to sing or anything, but still I was like, why do I have laryngitis for the trolls to say even more negative things? Oh. But the good thing is, like, I don't care, because the good thing is, like, I know that I can still sing live and sound like the record, and that was just in that moment. I had no voice. It's not like my voice is gone for the rest of my life. No. It's not like Meelah has lost her voice. I was like, people are gonna let me have it. They're so mean. Yeah. But no, it was cool though. I mean, I'm happy I went and supported them.
I mean, seeing you guys on stage. Yeah, but seeing you. Oh, you said yeah. But seeing you guys on stage now, as I said, I just saw the North Carolina footage from the 702 beat sort of.
Oh gosh, yes. I don't know. We don't even know who that is.
Oh, it's not you guys. It's not you.
No, but whoever that person is, I always slide in their DMs. I think it's a gentleman. So I'm like, I don't know how you do it, but I
thought it was your manager that had the counter.
That is not our page, but he's been doing such a great job for so long now that we just kind of let him run with it. But we don't even know who that is. We comment on stuff.
I thought it was your official.
It is so not, and it's so sad because it's been up for so long that we're like, oh my gosh, people really think this is our official page. So we keep saying we're gonna get an official page that we actually run. He does a great job, but honey, I don't even know who that is. And with the catfish of the internet these days, I ain't no telling what the heck. This is like, it's so strange. But clearly he's a fan, and I mean, he gets clips of every show, literally from the time I take a bow.
No, that's how I see you guys.
Well, sometimes I have had to slide in the DMs and say, hey, thanks, but this isn't a good look. Take this down, He's always very nice and always says, okay, I understand.
There's one that's, the mic got stuck just recently. And
you put that on there?
Yeah. So I saw when she was trying to bring it down. So
okay, so now I'm gonna have to DM him and say, can you take that down? Why is that on there? Why would he put that on there?
Yeah, okay. So
it was part of the show, but
okay.
What was the caption? What does the caption say? Okay.
No, it was like the whole song. So I think you were singing "Get It Together," but
then Get It. Yeah, I think Irish's mic stand.
Yeah,
whoever was before us was probably really.
It was tall, and so it was like.
I think somebody was on before us, and we're like.
So somebody had to come in and help her bring it down and stuff.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. Yes, okay.
Yes.
And there was a few.
Yes. We're all like 5. I'm 5'2", so they're maybe 5'3", so we're all pretty short.
Okay.
And we don't use microphones until that song, and then I Still Love You. So the microphones were there waiting for us, but they probably didn't realize. Our management probably didn't realize that they were still the height of who was before us. Lord of mercy. So yeah, her microphone stand got stuck, so I just kind of ran over and just helped her put it down.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess in his defense, I guess he didn't necessarily spotlight that moment, I'm hoping.
No, it was the whole song. I guess he's just
trying to do the song. Okay.
It was the whole song, no. And actually what I was going to say is that since the show, they look unrecognizable. They're not the same girls I saw on the show physically. I think I didn't realize that they were the same people. It's almost as if, yeah. So, and it's good to see the three of you guys performing and hitting the stage and stuff. So I can't wait to see you guys in person when you guys come to London.
Thank you.
Yeah,
they're doing well. They're doing really great. I think sometimes it takes you seeing yourself, to realize like, okay, let me work on this. Let me fix that. You know what I'm saying? I do it all the time. Like I have a hard time even looking at footage on that 702 Beat page because I'm so hard on myself. And sometimes you should so that you can know what you need to tweak or whatever. But I can't. I can't stand it. I do not like playback, but sometimes it takes, you've seen yourself to kind of get back in your zhuzh and get back on top of your game. You know what I mean? Misha looks great. She's doing great. And same for Irish. And I know that was, difficult to go through like public scrutiny and public opinion and all of that, but they're doing way, way better. And I'm just happy that that's over and that there's new news. What's the new gossip?
Yeah, no. You guys are good.
I
know, Meelah, I've been for a long time trying to get this, and I appreciate the time today. I love talking about Zach. Love just hearing your experience, and as I said, if there's anytime you think there's stuff you want to pick the brain, or just let me know.
I'm gonna reach out to you for some therapy, man. I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah, as I said,
it's back your way and say, sir, you need to go sit down and get on the computer because.
Hey everyone, I want to thank you for being part of Halftime Chats. This new update is really about our membership, and I'm really excited to be able to fully launch the membership page. There will be things like full interviews from day one. As soon as the interview drops, you get access to it without any ads on it. There'll be some exclusive member-only videos that will just be some behind-the-scenes stuff and some other things that we will never be broadcast. For some members, you can be able to get actually 2 interviews because I do have a backlog of almost 7 or 8 interviews that I don't even know when I'm going to be able to broadcast them. So you're able to get at least some of those up front. And some just behind the scenes stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes that I have never been able to talk about or release. For anyone else, the videos will still be the same over a week or a week and a half or 2 weeks, depending on how long it is. So everything stays the same. The polls stay the same. The community chats, the community stuff stays the same. But I think with the membership stuff, I'm able to add a little bit more and invest a lot more time and energy in really supporting the members. So I do hope you come on that ride with me. I appreciate the support. And this will just help me continue to invest in taking things to the next level. Take care.
I begin to